Hello everybody. Today I am going to show you some magic. So what is the magic going to be? No, it's not magic, it's code magic. So let me show you what it is. So this is OpenCode's website which I built few weeks ago, but I did not get time to record a video. So these are the codes which you can see here, but to add a code you don't have to submit a form, but what you have to do is you have to create a GitHub issue. So I'll click here, and here a new issue template will be given. So I'll just get a quote from my fortune. So I'll just type fortune. Does this look good? Let's just copy this. Okay, let's just copy this, and I will paste it here. This is the quote, and this is the quote title. Let's name it beat it, and in category you can select something like this: sarcastic facts, like make it sarcastic life, okay, whatever. And here we will put the author, which is not known, so we will put unknown or unknown, however you like to call it. Okay, so I'll add some new lines in here to make it look bit pretty. Alright, so and here I have to confirm the duplication, and yeah, this is it, and I'll submit the code, and now you will get to see the magic. So new quote label has been added automatically, and just wait a minute. No, I'm not a scammer. I'm just asking you to wait a minute, and there you go. Like GitHub Actions has already closed this issue and marked it as expected. It did not even take a minute, and your code has been submitted to database, as you can see, and our issue has been closed. So if I go here, and this is the link, and you can see our code is on the website, and everything is getting saved to DynamoDB database in real time. So this is tags as well. This has not been implemented yet, but if I go back to website, you can see it loads here as well. If I open it, there you go. It's so fast. Let me, I have not clicked yet. So let me bring this mouse to you. Here, there you go. This is silent, you won't hear it. Yeah, you see how fast it is. Why? Because it has CloudFront caching enabled. CloudFront caching allows us to define like various cache strategies so that it gets cached. So if I go to next, here I have pagination as well, and everybody can't win. You are the sucker if you get this. So the thing is, the cache gets expired on the server side if something gets updated. I can further optimize it. We will dive a bit into the code as well, how everything works. And if I go back and I open this, now you see it's instant. It's instant. I open this, it's instant. Okay. Alright, so even if I go previous, we will get back to the first quote, but now when we go next, you see it's instant. Even though it is a multi-page application, everything you see here gets server side rendered. No JavaScript is being shipped. Trust me. If you don't, let me show you. There is no JavaScript. I'll go to the network tab, and here I'll click on JS. I'll reload it. So you can see there is no JavaScript. I'll disable cache as well if you want to see like how well it performs. I disabled cache, and there you go. So it took like around 48 for DOM loading and around 1.68 seconds for this to be loaded. If I go to open codes, I reload it. You see, even with caching disabled, how fast it is loading. Okay, still if you don't believe me, let me just open this to a private tab. There you go. There you go. You see how instant it is. And if you want something like this on your website or wherever, if you want to build such applications, you are in the right place. Oh no, I closed all the tabs. Let's bring them back. Okay, so yeah, here it is. So when we create a issue, it's still open. Why? Let's reload it. Yes, it's closed. It's accepted. Okay. And right now what happens is here I have all the code which triggers this GitHub action. So if I go in actions, so this is the code here, like I am running the insert action. So we set up a job, then we check out, and then we run the JavaScript. Everything gets done from JavaScript. So this is what I log. This is the JSON. We can convert it. And yeah, I am reading, parsing the markdown and going through its AST. So I'll show you the workflow file. So it's very simple. Here we are just using our own action itself, and we are passing a GitHub token, and we also need secret key and access key to access DynamoDB database. Okay, and here if I go in code, the code is in src, and here in index.ts you will get to see all the things which is in here. I'll make a separate video explaining this GitHub action, but in this video I will just give you an overview what things are going on and how everything is working. So here we are using GitHub actions, octokit and get octokit, so we can utilize GitHub REST API. So here this is my, like I am getting the type for this as issue response. So this is how we type this thing in, and we need to find the labels which are on GitHub. So now what we do is we log the labels, and we are creating a set from label names, and if it doesn't has a new code, we are not going to proceed further. Yeah, it's as simple as it is. Client to load from GitHub, so we will pass the GitHub token which we got earlier. I showed you from the secrets, and in honor we will get honor and repo because this is needed so that we can respond to the comments. And here are the issue parameters. And if body is empty, we are adding some validation, empty body supplied. If error, like if there is no user, we also throw an error. And here to get the username, we use this, and this is the parse markdown function which I have made. So in parser you will get to see this. So I am using a remark, and yeah, there is some work involved to parse everything up. So if it is type of code block, if it is then we will have to get the node next value and all that. Again, I will make a detailed video on this because it will be long, so stay tuned and subscribe for that. And in utils, again this is add label util. So what it does is it gets the client and it adds labels. Okay, so labels, I believe it is an array. Yes, it's an string array. And in index.ts, after we are done, so we run this add code from, I believe it's in database. Yes, in DB we have this schema. So we are creating an KSUID. Here is our DB client, and we are getting table name from process environment. Okay, and add code, this is the function. So we simply like put the quote and we put the GitHub username so that we know who published the comment or quote. Okay, and this is our quote ID, and this is PK. So let me open I am in my AWS console, guys. So now what I'll do is I'll open DynamoDB. It is in US East 1, and in tables, explore item, I'll go for quotes DB table, and it will run a scan here. So you will get to see all the quotes we have. So I'll show you the schema again in later part as well. So, for getting categories and all, updating that. So those things I have implemented, and let's just do here is created by posted by as well, and here is when it was created. So if I sort this thing up, I'll get to know, and if I sort it like this, yeah, here is this unknown. And if I go here, so you can see you'd better beat it, you can't leave a taxi. Here is created at, here are the categories. So if I expand, it is sarcastic, it is life, it is an string array as well. So as you can see how a GitHub issue triggered this and everything got added. All right, and yeah, so that's it. Now I will show you how this website is built. This is built using our beloved tool called Astro. So if you don't know Astro, I will make a tutorial soon on Astro as well. So build the web, so it's pretty great, and everything is and also I am using Astro AWS from Luke Shea. Thanks a lot, Luke. This project has been great. Without this, a lot of possibilities were not possible. Okay, so yeah, Luke has helped me a lot. He has built the integration which allows Astro to be added in AWS using CDK. The code which we are going to explore, and everything is open source, guys, so you can get the source on Learn AWS IO GitHub's repo. So this is our website, and here are all the details which I will not go into it because it will be another course. And right now when I go in here, so this is the source, and in components you can see I have this card component which you can see here. And the main thing is this is the pages, and here is the index page. So GitHub issue link is here. So yeah, all these things, if I open, then this is the page. I get the quote ID from parameters. So this is the quote ID, and this is the KSU ID which we were generating before, which you saw in the GitHub's backend. And now if I don't have a quote, no quote found. All right, and again pagination has been added here as well. So it was a lot of work to get pagination. This is get quote and this is list quote, and yeah, so this is a bit tricky how you can do pagination in DynamoDB. With the current implementation, it took me a while to figure everything out. So again, I am importing a DynamoDB client here as well, so that we can simply get the data from our database. Okay, so again another thing is I showed you everything in here, and this is the label component again. Okay, I am not using any other CSS, it's just plain CSS. And in the CDK, you will get to see some cool stuff. If I go in lib and in CDK stack, again here I am creating. Alright, so first we created our database, added our secondary indexes, and then we are importing the certificate because this is needed in setting up the domain for CloudFront. And here I am creating a cache policy, so everything gets cached, and these things are only, these are not cached. Alright, because if someone is sending next quote and anything like that, so default is like the 10-minute caching is applied. I don't have anything right here which is going crazy. And here is the Astro AWS construct, which helps me integrate Astro in here. So again, it takes Cloudfront distribution. So this is my domain name, and here is the certificate we imported, and here is our cache policy. And in Lambda function, we are passing table name from environment variable. Okay, so if we are unable to get Lambda ref, we will throw an error. Then what we do is we give the read permission to Lambda, because this Lambda, which is in backend for rendering this, it doesn't need to have write access to our DynamoDB table. So that's how you follow least privilege principles. Okay, and that's it. And after that, I'm just giving the output to like whatever my domain is. So yeah, this was a high level overview of how everything is working in here. So whenever I push, if you go to actions.yaml, and this is using Node.js 16, this is my custom action which I made, but the main action is here in the workflows, add quotes to DB. So it simply when issues are opened and edited, it runs. So yeah, that was it, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you have some codes to add, feel free to do that here. Your issue will be created, closed, accepted. If you put something invalid, Bloom what Ankit did was he removed quote from here. So yeah, there was no title and it did not expect, so it gives you an error if the GitHub bots tells the user, so like string must contain, because I have added Zod validation and minimum to small and all that. Then he changed it was just this, and after that his code got added. So if we try to visit it, here is his code. Okay, so I hope you liked this video. If you did, make sure to share this video with your friends or developers who you might know, or you might wanna give them a shock how fast everything is, how fast multi-page application can be. Like, yeah, it's great if you play a bit more with caching. And guys, this time it is taking is because it is rendering on a server and it is fetching data as well. So multiple things are happening, you can see that. So yeah, the Lambda gets invoked, there is some cold start, and if you bypass that cold start, again the time to fetch the data, then rendered HTML from Astro. Okay, how to get new ideas, think nothing, you will get something. And yeah, you don't have to think to like this video, or if you did not, you can dislike, but no one will see, so why to do that? Okay, all right guys, bye bye, take care. I hope you have a fabulous great day and you do something crazy like this. All right, and all the source code can be found in Alone AWS repo. Bye bye, take care.